Welcome to Outbound. In this video, I'm going to show you a few things that you can do to make the most of that account. Now, this account is ordered input related data. There's a few things you're going to need to do. First of all, you need to connect your LLM. You do this by going to Inspirations, and then connecting the LLM choice. You can connect as many or as a few as you like. It doesn't make any difference as long as you have at least one connected. Quick thing you need to do is to make sure that you have contacts. You can do this by uploading via CSV, and it's really important that you have this company domain column from the CSV. What that means is that when you are importing contacts, it will also create companies. And when the AI is doing the research, is these companies, the company domains that the AI uses to go and research about what the company is doing, along with company name. So just make sure when you're creating contacts, you have the company name and actually what you the company domain. Next thing you need to do is to actually connect emails. There's a few ways of doing this. You can bulk upload using your CSV with the template there. You can add straight up hide SMTP. You can connect Gmail, or you can via accounts, which I'll show you in a sec. And this is also where we returned one last 2 weeks, and you can see information here. You can warm up as many accounts, connect as many domains, as many emails as you like, with some additional steps to it. When we buy accounts, what this means is that you are buying managed inboxes through our infrastructure. And these inboxes are set up for called delivery. So you can search for the domain. It will come back with some suggestions. We can purchase these domains, and once you purchase these domains, many or few as you like, you can then go ahead and buy mailboxes through us. This is highly recommended if you are a seasoned cold emailer and you want to run really high-level, excellent, strong delivery infrastructure. You can buy SMTP, you can buy Gmail accounts, you can buy Path accounts for other crises here. Okay, so we have our email accounts set up. We have our LLM connected, and we have contacts. And the next thing we need to do is go ahead and add a product. Say, create a new product. We've got Outbound here. But when you create a product, this is we're telling the system all about your platform, the USP, the secret sources, and it's going to build up an identity of what we're trying to sell and how to position it. So pretty straightforward. What we are, product name, company name. I've only added 4 here, but you can add up to 10. I recommend between 8 to 10. And you can map each of your separate pages as a big type page here, and it's really effective. And once that's done, you can press the call button. The AI will then go and pull these pages, and it will build a key takeaway each page. Once that's done, you can also add around documentation if you like. Once it's done, you can generate your AI, and it will build a secret source. This is all about the data you tend to use in the emails and well, doing the outreach, and to also generate proof points, either bullet points, and that will also be used in rotation within the emails. So effectively, we've got everything we need now. The platform knows what you do. It's got contacts, it's got companies that will research, and the next thing to launch it is the actual smart campaign sell. So you've got this Outbound in. Create it. What you grant some leads. And the smart campaigns, like we talked about on the CSV upload, if there is no company connected to the lead, it won't show up. So it refers to your leads. I'll choose the English. You have to default what the Outbound language to be. Now signature. This will be handled to every single email sent. And this is where we build the sequences. So we choose Outboundy, company name. We want to start the trial. We're going to use the job title.
if you're uploading the CSV, also make sure that there's a job level was
we can use the OpenAI that we connected there, and choose me you like, with GPT.
and we can preview up to 5 emails. So it's find the first 5
leads within the lead list that you imported, and go ahead and
actually research these products and these companies and come back with some templates for you just to see, just to make sure that the AI is doing what you needed to do.
they will generate a series of 5 emails
for each lead, and each one of those emails to every single lead will be completely different.
So there'll be no repetition. It will be highly personalized to the company, to the job position,
to your product positioning. And that's what really makes Outboundy very, very powerful. The ability to be able to do this in AI personalized outreach with a few clicks. There. So it's created 3 email previews. You can see this one as to company simply. All within 80 words. No fluff. Very direct. Very impactful.
And the way that it works is that with the opening email, there's not the sell. It's the make sure to deliver to the inbox, make sure it picked up my spam. Very soft opening. And then as we go through the email sequences, it brings more and more about what your product does and how that can fit against the users
or the lead product itself. And the final one is the closing, and with this idea that, it's picked up that they've gone from, they've added 20 million viewers in the 21, highly detailed, comes across highly researched, and
straight to the point. So once you're happy with those, you can test different models.
On the schedule, depending on time zone we'll have to be in. Now we can have the email accounts that you've connected to the system. Hope sending if we get a reply, so with a reply on the second or the first or every third email, they're constantly bombarded with further emails because you should have already started to engage in dialogue. It will pick up if there's an auto reply, something like an after office, and it will kick out of the campaign as an auto reply. Daily limit, I don't recommend going above 30 around email delay, depending on how many leads, depending on how many contacts, depending on how many email addresses you attached. I would suggest around 10 minutes for that.
And that's how you run it. For a standard campaign, these are your more bread and butter, but you don't having to use the smart campaigns.
They're very similar, actually very quickly. Those leads. We assume that this is all the same, and this is where it's slightly different. So we can generate a sequence.
My go audience should be
sweet noble. The meeting. And if you want any additional context with the campaign, I think it's going to generate 5 steps with 3 variations.
Now it's not doing any company researching this because this is templated. It's still pretty good. Obviously not as good as a smart email campaign.
But if you already know your message, this is a really good way of creating
quite unique emails.
Great. So you can see here it's now generated 5 steps. And it's added variants where we need it.
sure you do with those.
How is added spin tax as well?
Once you know those, like campaigns the same. So choose the schedule, choose the options, and it's the same.
So that's the two main differences between the standard campaign and smart campaigns. So most of the time I'm going to use the target campaigns.
So the standard campaigns you'll template rolled in your cold email. Other notable things to each are we have I would say, pretty decent CRM. So you can create deals, you can get deals to users and companies. You can choose your base currency. You can add leads. You can change the different stages, different size of probability if it was a UV stage. And it's just a really good way of making sure that you're actually forming and closing those deals. So that's everything I wanted to show you in this brief overview. I hope it helps, and look forward to having you on Outboundy and close the deals and generate some revenue as soon as possible.